Hey everybody, this is Marty and Heather Mangum with 8 Arrows Farm. Marty and I have been talking about doing this video for a while, and we just kind of wanted to share with you guys a little bit of our year in review, and then as we look forward to 2019, we're already in it, but we just wanted to kind of give you a look into what the farm is going to look like for this coming year.
So back in 2018, in the early summer part, we discovered as we were investigating feed and farm practices that the farm that supplied all of our feed, the non-GMO feed, was actually using quite a bit of pesticides and herbicides along with their growth methods. And Heather and I talked that over and discussed that and decided for our own family we didn't want to be consuming foods with a lot of pesticides and herbicides. So at that point we decided that we were going to convert over to exclusively organic grain, along with raising our animals on the pasture and rotating them there. And so we have made a partnership with Reedy Fork Farm, who is a certified organic feed company locally, and they do everything on the farm here in North Carolina.
Yeah, so with that, we had to slowly start switching over our animals because they had been accustomed to the non-GMO feed. So with some of our animals, it was easier. You know, the chicks, we could start brand new with just the organic feed. But the rabbits, you know, we had breeders, and because we breed the rabbits here on the farm, so we had to slowly transition them. They didn't do as well with the switch of the feed, and so we had some setbacks, and then we had a couple litters that weren't as strong as we liked them to be, and so we kind of started over. We still have a couple of breeders that from our past, but for the most part we have all new breeding does and bucks, and so it took us literally all summer to get them all accustomed to and used to the organic feed. But we're happy to report that all of our does are expecting today, actually, so we keep checking on them, but they don't have any kits yet, so we are hoping that they will all we'll have some rabbits here in the spring and at the first of the season for the markets. We're excited about that.
And earlier, and this year, we'll be adding some new layers to our chickens. And so we have ordered 25 Americanas who will be here real soon. And so what we are planning to do with our chickens is each year changing the actual breed of the chickens. And so for the first year we're going to start with Americanas. The next year, 2020, we'll do another breed, and then in 2021 we'll do a different breed. And so we'll just keep them in a rotation, so we'll know the age of the birds, and after 3 years we'll dispatch them for family consumption, and then we'll just keep that rotation, and depending on how the egg production goes and depending on the consumer needs, that we may increase it even more in the years to come, but we're going to start with 25 more early this spring.
Yeah, and then we are also going to continue with our turkeys. Last year was the first year we raised turkeys on the farm from the very beginning. So early on we got a flock of, I can't remember how many, and we let them grow out. We didn't know, we were kind of experimenting with how big did we want them to get for Thanksgiving, and so we just kept them on the farm. We let them get a little bit bigger than we would have liked for Thanksgiving, so we were able to get a good weight amount and guess to how long we wanted them to grow out so that we could prepare for our Thanksgiving turkeys. So with that came exciting things. We were able to have a lot of turkey for our customers. We were able to offer ground turkey along with different cuts and things, and that went over very well. And so we will be increasing our supply for turkey because we've pretty much sold out. We just have a few cuts left. We're completely sold out of ground turkey, and so unfortunately we won't have it until we're getting our first batch of turkeys in March, and so it takes about 16 weeks to grow them out. So it'll be a little while, but we will increase so that we hopefully won't run out again this year.
This year we're also going to continue to raise broilers, which are meat birds. We currently and will continue to raise Cornish cross. They did really well last year on the pasture, rotating them in the grass, and we'll also just continue feeding them with the Reedy Fork organic feed. We did just under 500 last year. This year we are going to increase that to about 675, and our plan is to kind of switch off back and forth. The first batch we're going to be doing parts because we're out of a lot of parts at this particular point, and then the following batch we will do whole chickens, and so our goal is to have a 4-pound chicken at least to part, and we want a variety of sizes for whole chicken, because this is what our customer want. Some want small, some want large, and we're able to serve each family accordingly.
And so we're also going to be continue with our pigs. We last year raised, I don't remember how many.
10.
Was it 10 total?
Mm-hmm.
10 total pigs, and that got us just through the end of the season, but we are out of a lot now. But fortunately, we already have 9 pigs on the pasture, and they're about 7 months, so we'll be processing probably the first one come March, probably the middle of March or so that we'll have some more pork for when the market starts back up. We were also looking for a new breeder. The breeder that we used last year, we loved. They have great pigs, but they switched out and they're doing pigs on their farm, more like homesteading pigs, or they're smaller. So, that's just not what we're wanting or needing for our farm. So the big thing was we had to search for a new breeder, and we have been doing that. I've been doing that for months now, and I just yesterday fortunately kind of connected with somebody that I think is going to work out, and so we're going to be picking up 5 pigs from them this week, and they're right here in North Carolina, just a little over an hour away. So we'll pick up 5 from them in this coming week. That'll add to our 9, so that will get us a little ways, and then we'll hopefully keep up and be able to add more as we need to do that.
So we're going to just reconsider what we've been doing with our goats. The goats have served a great purpose, especially since we moved here. A lot of the farm was overgrown. They've eaten a lot of brush, a lot of briars, and things that are unwanted on the farm, cleaned up areas of the pasture and other areas for us. And so they have served their purpose, and during the wintertime they can be a terror to the farm, getting in with the pigs and the pigs getting out and getting in with the rabbits and tearing up cages and a whole host of other things, where they just have been destructive and have created more work on the farm. But we have a few that are pregnant, a few kids that have been born here on the farm, so we're waiting for that process to work itself out, and most likely we'll be rehoming all of our goats.
Yes, we will. I'm sad about it, especially because I'm probably the most connected with the goats, but I do recognize as the farm grows and changes, just they are not being helpful. They are actually being harmful to the farm. The things that we're working towards, and one of those is our garden, and we're also going to be planting an orchard. When we first moved here to the farm, our first goal, one of our first things we wanted to do was plant fruit trees, just recognizing they take years before they can produce fruit. And unfortunately we never did that, so we've kind of gone back to our original goals and plans, and so we've talked about what fruit trees we want. We're excited about it, but we do need to plan for that accordingly. And then the garden. We haven't had a successful garden here yet. We've had a few things pop up, that we've done, but nothing major. And so we're excited about really getting those things and doing well with the garden and the orchard. But again, the goats would be a major hindrance to that. They could destroy our stuff in literally a day. And so, yeah, I'm sad about it, but I know that's probably the best thing for our farm. So,
in 2019, we've got some exciting additions to the farm as well. We have several thousand bees that are headed our way in late March, and so we're going to start beekeeping this year. And Heather and I have been participating in the Pershing County Beekeepers Association. They have a school, and so every Thursday evening we've been going to these classes, reading through materials and books, trying to educate ourselves on beekeeping, trying to learn as much as we can. A friend and I, back when we lived in Durham, kept bees in the city for a season, and that was really fun, really exciting, and learned a lot during that time, but recognize we still have a lot to learn. And so we're trying to get some of our equipment together now. We've already ordered them, and so we'll be putting them up at the end of March.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. We've got so much going on around here. We're excited about the things that are coming and the changes that we're making. We feel like are best for our farm and best for the animals and our family. But we are especially just so grateful and so thankful to you guys for supporting us, encouraging us. We've been just so blessed with some of the greatest customers. You guys have been faithful, and you have enabled us to do what we're doing. And we know, we've had some switches with the feed and everything like that, but we're growing, we're learning, and we hope to pass on, these things that we're learning to you guys, and so that you can be informed about where your food comes from, what you're consuming, what you're feeding to your family, and you can eat our food with, a healthy conscience, and you can feel good about what you're eating. And so we just appreciate your business, your faithfulness to us, your encouragement. And we look forward to serving you guys in the new year. We're going to be at 3 different markets this year. We're going to continue to attend the South Durham market. Marty will probably man that one, the South Durham market. And then I will be hopefully at the Roots market in Durham. That's changing locations. It's going to be more in the Brightleaf Square area. And then we're going to raise up our children to man the Person County market. So we're excited about that. And we look forward to seeing you guys at the market. And we just wanted to end with giving you guys our mission statement. We feel strong about it. We love our mission statement, and we want you guys to know it. And this is our heart, and this is what we do and why we do it. And so our mission is that we take serious our responsibility to be good stewards of nature. We seek to cultivate creation using restorative farm practices that are sustainable, safe, and diversified, which provide delightful, nutrient-dense food, fueling health and happiness to the people we serve. Thank you again. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year.